Last Tuesday, February 6th, the inhabitants of Holbox encountered a challenging reality, as strong winds caused a constant swing of trees and cables, plunging the island into darkness by interrupting the electricity supply. The arrival of the Surada, a natural phenomenon characterized by gusts of wind that could reach up to 60 kilometers per hour, mainly affected the center and south of the plateau, arriving from the south and southeast. Holbox, located on the northern coast of Quintana Roo, was the most affected area. Although the morning of February 5th showed calm seas, as the evening progressed, the waves increased and the streets were flooded. The palapas and tourist attractions did not escape the fury of the water, which even washed away part of the local infrastructure. The phenomenon, common in areas with a warm climate, especially impacted the Gulf of Mexico area, significantly affecting the states of Quintana Roo, Yucatan, Campeche, and Veracruz. The situation in Holbox highlights the vulnerability of coastal communities to extreme weather events, underscoring the importance of preparedness and risk management in these regions. The streets of Holbox became rivers of water due to the overflowing of the sea, a product of the waves due to cold front number 32 and the Surada. The island of Holbox, in Quintana Roo, was hit by the passage of cold front 32, which brought heavy rains and strong winds. The inclement weather caused flooding in various sectors of the island, also due to the Surada phenomenon, causing considerable material damage and affecting both residents and the tourism sector. The streets of Holbox became rivers of water due to the overflowing of the sea, a product of the waves. Videos shared by residents show the magnitude of the floods, which affected homes, businesses, and commercial premises. The Surada is a wind that blows from the south and southeast, intensified by anticyclonic systems. It mainly affects the states of Veracruz, Campeche, Yucatan, and Quintana Roo, and can occur at any time of the year. The Surada is characterized by intense and dry winds with speeds greater than 60 kilometers per hour. Apart from that, Surada has characteristics. The absence of rain promotes a warm and stable environment. However, Surada can be risky damage to weak infrastructure and favors forest fires. In the case of the island, strong gusts of wind also wreaked havoc. At least 2 palapas collapsed, light poles were affected and trees fell due to the storm. Even the iconic letters that make up the name Holbox were washed away by the force of the sea. As a result of the floods and material damage, tourist activities were paralyzed. Commercial premises and restaurants were forced to close their doors from Monday to safeguard their belongings and assess the damage. The governor of Quintana Roo, Mara Lezama, has mobilized to assist those affected by the floods in Holbox. She has given precise instructions to the emergency bodies to provide support to the population and address their needs as quickly as possible. The situation in Holbox is complex and residents are on alert due to the possibility of new rains. Local authorities are working to assess the damage and provide assistance to affected people. It is expected that in the coming days measures will be implemented to restore basic services and reactivate tourist activity on the island. Cleanup has begun on the island of Holbox after being wind-battered by the passing of a cold front. State officials met on the island Tuesday to evaluate the damage and assist in the cleanup. Fallen beach shades, collapsed palapas, and flooded streets were only some of the noted damage that will need to be addressed. The island suffered extensive damage with unexpectedly strong winds Monday. While initial forecasts called for gusts of up to 80 kilometers per hour, most of the Yucatan Peninsula recorded winds over 90 kilometers per hour, with some areas of Yucatan reporting 120 kilometers per hour winds. Manuel Escamilla Garcia Island mayor said that during the night Monday some families in low areas were relocated to the constant pouring of seawater. Over 70% of the small island of Holbox was left underwater after more than 12 hours of strong winds and lapping waves. Although there was no rain with the cold front, numerous buildings were left soaked and sagging. Structures including Heavywood Beach Palapas, seaside shops, and the Holbox tourist sign, which now reads OO, were heavily damaged, while streets were filled with flying palapa grass that was found lying across busy roadways. Garcia said that the winds pushed seawater more than 400 meters into the town. Authorities began a major cleanup Tuesday that included the repair of several electric poles and more than a dozen beach palapas that fell over in the wet sand. State officials have not provided an estimated cost of damage due to the passing of the cold front that left destruction across a majority of the state.